Yo, it's RC Talks About Basketball. Back with another team segment video. Today we're going to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. Finished last season 51-31. Made it to the first round of the playoffs, led by Donovan Mitchell, Darius, Garland. Let's talk about it right here on RC Talks. So, like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell, get all future notifications for when I drop new content. Let's go ahead and do it. So the Cavaliers, right? The Cleveland Cavaliers, they had a really good season. They did. Donovan Mitchell looked like he was playing with teammates that was spry, young, agile. Evan Mobley was very nice at times. You also had big man Jarrett Allen in the middle doing a lot of the dirty work. Jarrett Allen is underrated. Darius, Garland, perhaps the best backup weight for Donovan Mitchell to have. DG, Garland can get buckets. And obvious, Donovan Mitchell, a tremendous bucket getter. 71-point game performance during the season. Unreal. Yeah, they had a great year. That was until they got to the NBA playoffs, where they met the New York Knicks. The New York upstart Knicks were able to take down the Cleveland Cavaliers in 4 games. Now, what happened? Because the series turned on its head quickly. Well, let's say this. Evan Mobley and Darius Garland perhaps weren't too prepared for their NBA postseason starts. Now, Garland shook it off at times. He had a fairly good to great NBA postseason beginnings. Evan Mobley left something to be desired. I don't know what happened to Jarrett Allen, but one of the biggest reasons why the Cavaliers lost was just because inexperience and Donovan Mitchell taking too many three-point shots. Now, this present-day game is built on taking three-point shots. I know it. Everybody loves to shoot threes, but when they're not going in, and they're not going in, and they just not going in, and they still won't go in, you got to do something else. You have to. And I just think that New York had too much depth. They really did. Cleveland definitely needs a 3. Begging them to get a player like OG Anunoby, a player like Grant Williams, who is now gone to the Dallas Mavericks, a player like DeAndre Hunter, who maybe could still be had. I think Emoni Bates is going to be the forward of the future for the Cavaliers, but I do think they're going to possibly need somebody in the meantime. You got to find somebody to play 3. Cedi Osman wasn't working out. Cedi Osman got traded to the San Antonio Spurs. Cleveland has got to find out what to do with that 3 spot, and they got to get a big guy because Donovan Mitchell, love him. He's a little bit on the small side. Darius Garland is also on the small side. Now, it works when you put a smaller guard, and these guys aren't really small, but in terms of NBA height, they're kind of small. So, I mean, it works when you can put like a Stephen Curry with a big guard like Klay Thompson. But it doesn't quite work to the level that you truly want it to when you put like a Damian Lillard with a CJ McCollum, as we saw. It works, but what about during the postseason? So we're going to quickly find out if this smaller guard lineup is going to work for Cleveland. But there's no reason for you to break up an all-star tandem like Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. So what really needs to occur is every other spot on that floor has to deliver. You know, the center, the forward. I get it. It's positionless basketball. But I don't see Jarrett Allen stepping out, stretching the floor. Evan Mobley has to work on that long ball. Has to work on just in general being more of a dominant player. And sometimes it's kind of hard when you got ball-dominant guards like Mitchell and Garland. But Mobley's got a long way to go in terms of growth, and I think he'll be fine. You also look around, you see Caris LeVert, a mixed bag. Not too sure what Caris we're going to get. Playing time got cut back a little bit. Now Ricky Rubio is going to step away. Mental health reasons. He deserves it. He's playing pro ball since he was 15, so he definitely deserves to take this time away. Think Cleveland will be fine. Sam Merrill deserves a bigger role, if not in Cleveland, somewhere else. As I just spoke, Amani Bates looks to be the real deal. Now, will they bring him along quickly or try to put him out there faster? I don't know. This is a team that's looking to contend. And it's really interesting because this Cleveland team, as much of a scoring punch that Mitchell and Garland can provide, and as nice as their starting five is, if they can ever address that 3 spot, as great as it could be, I don't know if I would put this Cleveland Cavaliers team in the same arena or the same championship window aspirations as a Milwaukee Bucks, as a Boston Celtics. I don't know. Question mark on Philadelphia. Big question mark on them. But this team is not on the level of the Celtics or the Bucks. So it's to be, it's really to be desired to see what this Cleveland team can become, because I thought for sure they could beat the Knicks last year. I had them beating the Knicks. And obviously, you just shoot so many jump shots. So we're so jump shot dependent in today's NBA. It's going to shoot you in and out of a series. And unfortunately, it shot Cleveland right up out the first round series. As we go from here into the next season, I'm going to be watching to see Donovan Mitchell's leadership abilities, watching to see, can he lead this team? You got a lot of young players. Can he do that in Utah? He was getting praised a lot, but Donovan's been in this league for some time, so the time to win is now. Got to get these young guys focused and locked in, and just try to build up your bench. If Amani can contribute, the sooner the better. That would be amazing. You just look at a Cleveland team that's so starting lineup heavy, so top heavy. You got a lot of guys on this team that can contribute. But, DG, Donovan, they do a lot of the lifting for this team. So if Evan Mobley takes the next step, that's going to be tremendous for them. It really will. I mean, you won 51 games, so obviously you're not a team that's a pushover. They got off to a really, really nice start, kind of tailed off a little bit during the season. But this is a Cleveland team that ultimately, guys, I'm not going to take up too much more time talking about them, but this is a Cleveland team that's only going to go as far as Donovan Mitchell takes them, And like I say, Donovan's been in this league for a while, so it's time to lead. It's time to win. It's not time to go out and average 29, 28, 30, and then go out in the first round of the playoffs. Love Donovan Mitchell. Not a knock against him. He's not the main reason why they lost. Might seem like I'm putting it all on Donovan, on Spider, but I'm not. I mean, to a degree, the young guys just weren't prepared. I feel like Cleveland has the better roster. I feel like I'll take that back. New York has more depth, but I feel like Cleveland has the better players. They just didn't deliver. I mean, yeah. Ultimately, I keep harping back on the postseason play because that's a lot of your season is talked about in terms of how it ends, not how it begins. So I like to see this team continue to grow together. Hopefully they can. Hopefully they can add bits and pieces here or there, and down the stretch, see what we can get from Cleveland this time around. So that Donovan Mitchell might not want to leave, and maybe he might want to stay in Cleveland. This is the best they have been doing since they have truly been building a nice team, though. Ever since LeBron James has been gone, this is the best they look. post LeBron James, and never, ever. I mean, ever. Period. So my predictions for this Cleveland team record-wise before I get out of here, I think Cleveland's probably next season gonna go. I'm gonna say that they can. This is a team that can go in the East. I'm gonna say they go 53-29. Very close to their record this season. They will rack up some wins. Like I say, this is a team that's in that second tier for championship contenders over East. Definitely not on the level as the Bucks and the Celtics, but they are in there with the Philadelphia 76ers. You could probably mix them in with the New York Knicks. The East isn't as great of a conference as the West. So yeah, we will see, because I think next season, a few teams in the East are going to probably rise up a little bit. You will see Indiana. I feel like my Pacers will be in the mix. So we will see what the Cavs will become next season. This has been another team segment that I've done, that I put out. So check through the channel. I got more team segments coming, and I have a lot of team segments already out there. And just be sure to check those out. If you like NBA basketball, it's me talking about the season, the postseason, and the future outlook for the teams in the NBA. So with that being said, this is RC Talks About Basketball. I'm out, and peace.